saver for ignition protection are marine fuses. And I want to talk about this really quick also. There are a couple different ways that you can make something ignition protected. You don't always have to completely isolate the spark from any ignition source. There's one way that you can do, which is done on a lot of alternators, and it's where you add like a little screen or something around the back of that alternator, where if there was a spark and if it was to ignite any fuel fumes, then that screen would prevent that flame from spreading outside of the alternator. So there may still be the potential for a flame and a spark, but that screen is going to prevent it from spreading. And the other way you can do it is by making something that is completely hermetically sealed so that that spark can't escape and even contact the fumes. So we have this product right here. This is our marine fuse, and this guy is completely hermetically sealed, meaning that the spark can't escape from the fuse housing when it blows up. Now, I want to warn you guys, don't use this thing as a fidget spinner, because I sat here for an hour and a half and took the cap on and off of this thing nonstop, and I did it too many times and broke it. But you can see that fuse looks way different than what we're used to in a car stereo application. It's a little square block, and it's completely hermetically sealed. I'm going to take this apart really quick so I can show you guys what that looks like.
This fuse is actually the gold standard in the marine industry. So when you see brand new boats, that's the fuse that they have on there. So we did not invent that fuse. That is a Bussmann fuse. I think I'll look it up here and confirm, but we have fuses anywhere, and they're, like Jacob said, hermetically sealed, anywhere from 30 amp up to 300 amp. Does that sound right?
300. This one in my hand is a 300 amp fuse. But so they actually make them in larger sizes than AFS fuses. But the way that this works is it sits down on this fuse holder, and this lug is electrically isolated from the plate on the bottom by that little plastic grommet piece right there. So when you put this fuse on top of that fuse holder, there's a metal plate on the bottom and a metal plate on the top that are connected inside of that hermetically fused chamber. You put it on like so, run your nut down on the top, and now the top and the bottom are connected. So you would put this on your battery and you'd use your ring terminals on the top. And if that fuse blows, there's no spark escaping from that housing, and you're pretty well safe from any sort of fire or ignition event.
So in car audio, how far should you have your fuse from the battery, Jacob?
Well, we generally say within about a foot and a half of the battery, but on a boat, you're supposed to have it within, was it 6 inches or 8 inches? 6 inches. Which,
why is that?
Well, Phil, our marine guy, hypothesizes that that's because there's about 6 inches between your positive and negative terminal on the battery. So in the event of a short, if you have your fuse protection within 6 inches of the positive terminal, you're protected against even a dead short to the negative terminal directly across that battery. So they are very, very careful to ensure that there's no chance for a spark.